guys, it's your girl Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. In today's video, I will be showing you all how I did my hair like this. This has been my go-to hairstyle for the past couple weeks. I've really enjoyed it. You guys really seem to like it too over on Instagram. I get a lot of compliments on it, and I wore it to Fashion Week. I don't know if you guys saw, but I did go to New York Fashion Week, and I was wearing it all of the time, and so many people enjoyed it, so I thought I would come on here and I would teach you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so this is where my hair is at right now. It's not as bad, honestly, as it could be, but when I was in New York on my last day, I actually went to Dry Bar to get my hair washed just because I didn't want to do it myself. Like, I didn't want to blow dry it, and there was just a lot of humidity in New York, and I don't know, I just didn't want to do my own hair. So I went to Dry Bar. Now, Dry Bar did a great job. My hair is very like smooth and silky still, which is what I wanted because it was so humid there that if I got any type of like non-smoothing treatment, my hair would be curled and like gigantic. So I got like a smoothing one. Now, as you can see, you're probably like, Carly, what the heck is going on here? It rained like as soon as I left Dry Bar, and I had to walk my ass over to the diner that my friends were at, and then this happened. I'm gonna do my big wavy hair tutorial. The first thing I did, obviously, as you saw, was brush my hair just because it just needed a little help. The next thing I'm gonna do is go in with my Dry Bar shampoo. My Dry Bar dry shampoo. This is Dry Bar Detox in the Lush scent. I normally don't get the Lush scent, and I honestly wouldn't recommend it. I don't like it that much. They have like a coconut scent, and I also don't even like that one, so I would recommend the original. This guy is almost out though, so. Now, my hair isn't actually that dirty because I only washed it like 2 days ago, and it's still very like smooth, and I haven't done anything to it. The reason I'm putting this in here is kind of more so for the grip and the texture, so that when I do the curls, it's just more messy versus super smooth. Alright, and so we can see that my hair's a little white. So in the meantime, while I massage this into my head, what I'm gonna do is turn on my curling iron. This is literally just a curling iron that I bought from a mall kiosk like years ago. I think it's probably about a 1/4 inch, and I love this thing. I like waffle back and forth between using the 1/2 inch and the 1/4 inch, but the 1/4 inch lately has been the one that has given me the cutest like curls that I've been really liking lately. So I'm gonna let this heat up, and in the meantime, I am going to fix this. There's still dry shampoo visibly in my hair. Yeah, but not as bad. So what I'm gonna do is just section it into 2 big sections. I normally just do 1/2 at a time, and the way I curl my hair varies on like the look we're going for. What I actually like to do is just take big ginormous pieces and curl these big ginormous pieces. I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive because you're like, okay, well the barrel is small, but why are you doing like big pieces? Like, isn't that normally what you do when you have like a big iron and blah blah blah? And the answer I feel like is yes, but I like the way that this looks more. It looks a little bit more undone and a little bit more like messy natural curl versus like an actual like I curled it type of thing. So I normally leave it on for probably about like 7 or 8 seconds, give it a little squish, and then it should look something like this, which doesn't look that appealing, but we'll get there. So on this side here, you can see these curls are very like thick and clumped together, and this just doesn't look the best right now, but I like to let these all kind of just stay like this and stay in these clumps while they cool down, so that when eventually we break them apart, I'm not like shaking out the actual curl too much. I'm giving it time to set in the curled position that it's in right now. So I'm going to pop off camera, curl the other side of my hair, and we will be back. Now we are back. We have both sides of our hair curled. I'm just letting them both kind of cool down right now. This side is mostly cooled down. This side I literally just finished. As you can see, I curled some pieces away, some pieces towards me, and I kind of look like, you know when you're younger and you get like Christmas portraits done. You know what? Actually, I never got Christmas portraits done when I was younger, but like when you're watching TV shows, like specifically, let's say like Gossip Girl, and there's always like the young kids that do like Christmas portraits and they have their hair like this with like a headband and like a white dress. That's very specific, but that's what I feel like I look like right now. What I like to do next is go in with a sea salt spray. This is Beach Trippin' by Got To Be. Basically, what this does is fake humidity for me. So in New York, the humidity was obviously high. It was raining, it was humid, all this kind of stuff. And my hair kind of was thriving in that environment. But in Alberta, we are not close to any type of water situation. There is little to no humidity here, and I don't know how else to fake it. So I'm gonna throw some sea salt spray into my hair just to give it kind of more of a, like a rough texture when we shake it out. I do have to be careful with this stuff though, just because it is like a spray liquid, and if I spray too much of it, basically what happens is my hair starts to recurl. So I try to be a little bit light-handed with it and spritz from like decently far away so it mists my hair and I still get the results, but like without my hair curling back up. I also like to go in like with a claw situation at my crown and kind of just give it more volume and break up the curls around there, so it gives it more like a bigger hair appearance. Now that we're at this point, you might like your hair like this and you might be like, okay, this is the one. And sometimes, I don't know, it depends how I'm feeling, but I think it's a little too curly for me right now. So basically all I'm gonna do is go through and rake my fingers through my hair so it loosens the curls just a little bit, so it looks a little bit more like fun and natural and a little bit less like we just curled it. Okay, so this I feel like is kind of like a little hack of mine, and you can get, I feel like, the same result if you wear your hair for a little bit and it like falls out naturally, but sometimes I just want it to look the way that I want it to look after it's done. So what I kind of like to do is, the first thing I'm gonna do is just brush through the ends very quickly, just because we actually are gonna end up straightening them, and I just don't want to straighten over any tangles or anything like that, and it also just gives it a smoother appearance, which is nice for what we're about to do next. Alright, so this is what we're currently working with. It's better, it's on track kind of more to what I have in my head, and the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my straightener. Now this is the Trust Press from Dry Bar. I have it set to 370. You really don't need it that high. 370 is honestly a little bit high for me. What I'm going to do is just do quick like passes through my hair to kind of straighten the end portions, because I find when my ends are too like big and frizzy, it makes my whole face look more wide, versus if I just have volume here and then it like trickles down, it looks a little bit better. So I'm just going to go in and straighten a couple of these out. And I also do just like big giant sections. Like it doesn't need to be that precise. That's it with the straightener. So this is where we're at with the whole straightener situation. We have some product in here and I feel like it's just looking better and more precise to how I want it. And the last thing we're gonna do is just hit it with some oil. So the oil I'm using is the Total Miracle Restoring Oil with apricot and macadamia by Aussie. This is just like a regular drugstore oil. The only thing I would say about this one is it is really thick, so it really helps me out in New York because of all the humidity, but when I'm here back in Alberta, I do use it sparingly because it's a thick oil. But I do really like it, so I'll just take a little baby bit, probably only about this much. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna rub it through my hands, and it is a thick oil, you guys, so I would just be careful. And then I'm just gonna run it through my ends only. Now, the only reason I'm doing it through just my ends is because the sea salt spray that we used earlier definitely does leave my hair a little bit frizzy, so I'm also just gonna do a little bit on the top. I like to just have a little bit more tame, of a situation at the end. Then I'm just gonna go through and scrunch just to make sure the curls kind of come back to life after everything that we've done to them. Give it a little shake, you know, a little situation, a little zhuzh. And there we have it. This has been my go-to hair situation for the past couple weeks, ever since I busted out my 1/4-inch curling iron again. Originally what I've been doing is like braiding my hair and then curling the braids, and it looked really, really nice and I really liked it. And then I stumbled across doing my hair like this in New York, and I just have been really loving it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. That's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye guys!